Amanda was like, I'm not taking relationship advice from you, first of all. Burn about your business, girl. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this problem. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. Thank you so much for being with me today. And today is challenge recap day. I hope y'all be saying it with me. Like, come on now. We got a little theme song going, okay? We had the reunion last night, guys. It was drama. Some of the drama was a little bit annoying and forced. It was like, girl. But for the most part, it was y'all, a quality drama reunion. I was here for it. It was great. Like the reunions, honestly, besides like, you know, well, let me just say, the challenge is one of those reality shows that honestly I can watch through and through, unless they just have lame people throughout. But as long as they have my OGs, at least one OG, aka CT, in there, I can watch it through and through and then watch the reunion. Other reality shows, I can't make it through. Like I go straight to the reunion, you know? So it was great. It was amazing. So let's get right into it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for more challenge content like this. I am still going to be bringing you guys my top 10 favorite black challengers. Also going to be bringing you guys recaps of All Stars. I know that's like already into the season, but I did get some confirmation that y'all do want to recap on All Stars, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. And also I am gonna be bringing you guys that reaction to the CT and DM, you know, just in honor of CT, because y'all, he said that he might be taking a break because he won, you know, 5, and you know, he's about to be in this movie and you know, all the other stuff, and so he might be taking a break. So just to kind of honor the OG, you know, to honor the champ, yeah, I'm gonna be bringing you guys that and some more, probably some more CT highlights that I like to see. So stay tuned for that. Hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post that as well. All right, y'all, so let's get into it. So y'all, we start off the reunion with Maria Menounos. Y'all remember her? If y'all watch, y'all remember Maria. Maria used to stay hosting the reunions. She used to host all the time. They had the Miz hosting for a little bit. They had this other Olympic guy. I can't remember his name now. So yeah, but Maria was one of the regulars, right? So she's back. I was like, hey, looking the same, looking like perfect and like 12. So she looked great. People that are at the reunion are basically Tory, Devon, Casey, CT, of course. CT was there virtually. Corey was there virtually. I know Corey was there virtually because he didn't want to take the vaccine. I wonder if that's the reason CT was there virtually. So I was thinking maybe because he's, you know, doing his movie or something. Nani, all the Big Brother people, child. Josh and them, Fessy. Big Brother Nigeria was there. Esther, Tasha. None of the UK, like Priscilla wasn't there. Kales wasn't there, which was like, hello, bummer. Kyle was there. Emmanuel was there. Michelle was there. But I knew she was gonna be there because she has drama with Amanda. Amanda was there. Who else? Nelson was there. Berna was there. Girl, still crying. Amy was there. That was it, child. Ashley wasn't there, but they mentioned her here and there. So I guess we know she'll be back. And TJ even made an appearance, y'all. So coming right into it, Maria asked how it felt for CT and Casey to win. And of course, CT's like, it felt great, you know, that he, obviously, it was an honor for him to win. That the twist was that they got to share the money. And how did they decide to share the money? CT was like, well, that they both kind of felt like they had help getting there. So that's why they really wanted to give back. Casey was like, she'd won Big Brother already. CT had won 5, so that they were fine with giving money away, that, you know, they didn't need to have all the money. Nani was like, hey, kids win, she did win. I mean, girl, the streets and the people have said that Tory should have won, and I agree with y'all that Tory absolutely should have won, if not for that annoying ass twist. But they always have like goofy ass twists that end up being like, what? If y'all know how many, I mean, I hate to bring it back to CD, but even like Coral, like they had a bunch of stupid twists like throughout challenge seasons that is just like screwed people who should have won out of money. So then y'all, they get into Emmy and Berna's issue, right? So if y'all remember, Berna was butthurt at Emmy, even though she claimed that Amber was such a victim. Berna turned herself into lay victim, child, and was upset, remember, that Emmy stole Uncle CT from her, right? Y'all, so they show the clip of Emmy basically lying outright to Berna and telling her that she wasn't going to pick CT, and then ended up picking CT. And Berna said that she was just upset because she wanted her to tell her the truth. Berna says that the problem was that they pretended like they didn't know what was going on. And if y'all remember, like it was a whole kiki. I was laughing my ass. The way CT was really like, what? And I was like, boy, if you don't shut the y'all. So then Berna was like, it was my mistake that I ended up taking him back as a partner when she was thrown into elimination with Tasha, remember? She said that that was her biggest pain, that she shouldn't have picked CT the second time. Emmy was like, it's not that you chose wrong, it's that you were not humble. You lost your humility. That she was walking around the house, girl. Emmy walking around in that dress. Oh, Emmy also thanks CT for giving her the money, that it's a lot of money in Romania, that she's really, really grateful. And, you know, that she was the only rookie and the whole thing, and they did all that, right? And Tory was upset that, you know, she was right there and then it slipped through her fingers, but she also got some money, so it was all good. So back to Berna and Emmy, right? So y'all, Emmy was like that you lost your humility. You were walking around thinking that you were hot stuff and telling me that, oh, she's disgusting, wash your dishes, and talking to her anyhow. So basically Emmy was like, girl, you got disrespectful because you had Uncle CT, and so I had to humble you. I had to put you back in your place. And hey man, listen, I'm not saying what Emmy did was right. I don't condone lying, you know, but also Berna was a bitch. Like, she was rude, she was disrespectful for no reason to Amber, she was lame. And I felt like it was kind of the universe showing her that, oh, this is what it feels like when you feel like you've been wronged and you want to air those grievances. Maybe you're not just a victim, maybe you're just being a normal human being and airing your grievances. So maybe you shouldn't judge other people for doing that, because then it can happen to you. And I feel like that's what happened to her. So I mean, justice was served to me, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, what episode I'm talking about, if you might have missed it along the way, hit this clip right here and you'll see what I'm saying. Justice was served, child. So then we get into the Tasha and Tory little altercation. Remember, Tasha was upset at Tory because Tory came up to her unprovoked after the deliberation. Tasha and Jeremiah were voted in and told them that she'll do her best to pick who they want to go into elimination again. She volunteered to do that. Why, we don't know, because Tory's just be doing stuff, child. I don't understand. I still cannot get a hold of on what her motives are. You know, Tasha blew up at her at the elimination. I felt like it might have been a wee bit much, but I understand being annoyed, because why even come up to me if you knew you were gonna put Berna in the whole time? So Tasha was like that she was only upset because she came up to her and said that she was gonna do her best. If she would have never had that conversation with her and then just put Berna in, it would have been fine. She knows it's a game. They're playing for $1 million. Like, it is what it is. It was the fact that she went up to her right before they went into the lair. Like, it was unnecessary. For what reason? Why? Tory said that she kind of agrees that she felt like she was doing too much politicking and she wished she would have never had the conversation, that she wanted to reach out. She tried to reach out to Tasha, but Tasha blocked her on Instagram, which is a very Tasha thing to do. That she felt like she put up a barrier and that she didn't want to talk to her. Tasha said that if she really wanted to talk to her, she could have found other means besides Instagram, that they're in the same iMessage group, which, okay. But Tory was like, girl, you put up a barrier, you put up a wall. Like, I felt like you didn't want to talk to me, so I wasn't going to cross that line. Then Tasha says she has nothing but love for Tory, that she was just hurt and they hadn't had that conversation. And then Maria's like, well, can y'all move forward from it, child? And Tasha's like, yes, child, we can move forward from it. So then we move on. They even hug it out. They both got sparkly dresses. Tasha's giving wedding. Tory is giving very, very cute dress Tory had on, by the way. Like, was giving very Tina Turner, big wheel, keep on turning, proud Mary, keep on. It was very cute. Like, I actually would love to find out where she got that from. It was really cute. So they resolved their issue like happily, which is not a very Tasha thing to do. Tasha's not, if y'all know her from Big Brother, BB Nanja, people know that Tasha is not like a resolved issue. She's one of those people that, like, while she's resolving the issue, she's insulting you so that the issue extends itself. She's a little bit Amanda-ish in that way. So yeah, it was nice to see them resolve it. That showed growth, you know. So then we move on to addressing the senseless BS about everybody saying that Amber is fake. All the rookie girls saying that Amber is fake. And they show the clip of Esther saying that she feels like Amber is fake because she says that she's nice and that she plays a good game. Basically, that she was trying to vouch for herself, and that Esther feels like that's fake because if you are that person, then you're not going to need to say it. Basically, all the clips show that they all look stupid. They all look jealous. They all look lame as hell. And so Maria asked Amber why she thinks that people find her fake. And Amber's like, I just feel like they think me being myself is me being fake. Me being a nice person, a decent person who likes to love and hug and all of that is me being fake. But that's genuinely who I am. Huey says that he understands because the same thing happened to him when he was in the Big Brother house. People thought that him just being a nice, polite person was him being fake, and that it's not true. And that Huey said that every vet except for Big T, the only person I cared about was Big T, child. Every vet except for Big T, I think he said CT and somebody else, were the only vets that did not say Amber was fake or told him directly or was a part of conversations about her being fake. And they all blow up. What are you talking about, Huey? Huey, I love you. Josh, this is Josh mostly. Josh, sit down. When did I say that Amber was fake? Are you kidding? I love you, but sit down. Like, what are you talking about? And Huey's like, I didn't say that you said it. He said that either you were part of conversations, you didn't protest that she wasn't fake, or you told me directly. That's what I said. And Josh was like that he never called Amber fake. Casey, y'all. I just want to say this disclaimer. Like, I understand it is a game. And Amber, sis, I don't know if you'll see this, but hopefully, you'll see this. Let's just say the universe brings this to you, child. Or the good Lord above. So Amber and Casey were getting into it, right? And Casey was basically trying to defend her bullshit, but she couldn't defend it. So she just started to do the defensive thing where she would just cut her off and try to talk over her and not let her speak. Amber said that everything that Casey said about her, like, it was very hurtful. They had no reason to say what they said. Casey said it is because Amber screamed out the quarantine house that Big Brother is fake or whatever, or fuck F Big Brother or something like that. And it's like, yeah, y'all snaked her last season. At the end, y'all tried to get her out. Y'all played her. Why would she want to work with you but without having a conversation with you? And then Casey, in her face, you said that you wanted to work with her. If you do not recall, you sat down and said that you want to work with her, you want to resolve things. And then every confessional, you trashed her. You said she was fake. You said she's not going to do this. She's lame. She's this. That's all you did consistently. Like, you are fake. You are fake. You are fake. And Casey was like, I really love her. I really do love her. Amber was crying, talking about, that it really hurt her. If they see now that the way she played the game, she really did want them to win. She really was she is so happy that Casey won. And it's like, Amber, girl, all your beautiful, good, benevolent heart, use that on some people who actually deserve it. These people are not your friends. They do not like you like that. You are a nice, kind, sweet girl who is also skilled and strong, and you don't need to be friends with these people. I understand it can be lonely in the house and you need an alliance and for gameplay, but this, like, I mean, girl, be yourself. But for me, listen, I'm a nice person. Anybody who knows me in real life, I'm a nice person. I'm like a forgiving person. I may just be very black and white. You'll never get the chance to tell me, because Casey was over there talking about, I love you, but sometimes in this game, you get, let the game get between real friendships. I love you. And it's girl, you will, if it was me, you would never get a chance to play me on TV, play me in a game, and then in real life, you're talking about that you're my friend, or you love me, or you this, or you that. You're fake. That's fake. That's lame. I'm sorry. You don't need to do that. What was the reason doing that? She was already in your alliance. So why were you still trying to play her? And then on top of that, even if you don't say nothing, if you sit back and let Fessy do your dirty work, you still trashing her in confessionals, and you talking about in the game, and I'm very strategic, and everyone knows I'm vague. You're fake. That's what that meant. Like, it just reiterated it. And the fact that she even tried to defend that, it was just like very, very lame, because Amber wasn't even really coming at her hard. So she could have like sat back and really like accepted it, and then said, I apologize, and then said all that stuff about, the game, and we let it cloud us, and blah, 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 blah. But she was like, wait, how did I talk about you? How did I say anything about? Girl, everybody's seen what you said. And at the end, she tried to concede to it. Like, I'm just saying, Amber, you can do what you want. You're a nice, sweet girl. You have way more patience than me. But somebody like Casey, like Fessy, you'll never get a chance to play me like that. You will never get a chance to play me on TV, play me in a game, play me for money for no reason when I'm still working with you, when I'm still trying to help you, and then be talking about that you love me in real life. Man, please. That's whack. You're lame. You're fake. Next. Like, it was real cute, the little stuff between you and Nani. I felt bad for a hot second, but now we're back to reality, girl. You're fake. Bye. And Amber, like, stop going back to these psychos. These people do not like you. I just really hope she gets I hate that her and Big T fell out because of the other Amber thing. I feel like that's why they fell out, because they were all in an alliance, and then Amber was trying to be loyal to some vets, and then that messed up their friendship, because I feel like they have the same kind of heart, and they're both genuine in that way, that they could have been a really good alliance. And I feel like Amber really could have been loyal to her, because she seems like a very loyal person, and Big T's the same way. So I just hate that they fell out, because I felt like that they would be great in the game. But now Big T's going to culinary school to take over the world, child. Okay, take over the world in culinary arts. And Amber is unfortunately probably going to be back in this game with these psychos, because I guess in real life they're such good people, but then they just trash her in the game. Y'all do what you want. Do what you want, because I can do it. I can't see it. So y'all, then they get into the Fessy and Amber drama, right? So they talk about how, you know, when Fessy threw Amber in and blindsided Josh was like, when he was going into, the reason why he blew up, because he was already kind of mad, because when they were heading into the elimination, Fessy wouldn't make eye contact with him, so he had an idea that it was coming, and then that's why he blew up. And then Maria's like, Amber, so did you not see it coming? Amber's like, no, poor baby is so naive, child. Amber, girl, we got to wisen up, sis. We got to wisen up. These people are not, you gotta see the snakes in the grass. Don't get bit, girl. Don't turn into one, but don't get bit. So she was like, you know, she was so naive. She didn't see it coming. She was in the vet alliance because they told her about it, which is reasonable to think. So then when they got back to the house and Amber confronted Fessy after Tory and Corey egged on the whole Fessy ate your pizza thing, and they figured out that Priscilla actually was the one that ate Amber's pizza because somebody ate her pizza, right? Josh was like, he felt bad because his actions and him not being able to control his temper caused his best friend Fessy to go home, which, I mean, sounds like retribution. Until you do right by Amber, you gonna keep going home, my boy. Josh was like that, you know, he started getting emotional about it, and that he felt sad, and that he was kind of shocked by Corey and Nani. This made me like, Nani was Josh's mom at the reunion, because like she clearly was like keeping him together. I liked Josh's suit, by the way. You know, it was very, like, I feel like it's something I would wear, actually. It was giving what it needed to give. Nani was like, no, you weren't shocked by Corey. You expected it from Corey. You were shocked by Tory. And Tory's like, I apologize. I feel like I owe you guys a lot. I'm really sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. And Amanda's like, yeah, and you guys are going to defend her again. And honestly, when you lay it out like that, like as we go on to the reunion, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But as you lay it out, like, it doesn't look great, Tory. Like, I can understand how somebody who doesn't have a prior relationship with you, who doesn't have connections with you outside of the house, and then sees the things you do. I mean, Tory's a little obnoxious, but whatever. So is Amanda. But like, I can see how it would be like, girl, like, I don't trust you. That's why people think she's fake. It's stuff like that. And I don't think that based on Tory's demeanor, she just seems kind of dingy a little bit. Like, I don't want to disrespect her, because I don't mean to call her dumb, but I just feel like she doesn't think things through. But I can also be a little bit naive and like give people the benefit of the doubt, so I don't automatically go to somebody wanting to be a snake or doing stuff on purpose. But it is kind of like, girl, I wouldn't trust Tory if I was in the chat. I would just kind of be like, okay, girl, all right. Because sometimes when she's good, it's like, okay, she's cool, and then she'll do something and you're just like, what happened? Like, how did we get here? Why? Why? I get it. It didn't look great. So Amanda obviously called it out and was like, yeah, that's messed up. Snaked another friend, right? Emmanuel randomly says about the pizza thing, what Tory did, that, yeah, it was a very Amanda move. And Amanda was like, I don't do that to my real friends. You don't know me like that. So calm down. Amanda and Emmanuel had a little side smoke for each other the whole reunion, and it was hilarious. At one point, y'all, Amanda even goes, don't worry about me. You need to worry about your costume. Cause y'all know Emmanuel do be wearing a costume, child. He think he a vampire in real life, a dancing vampire, child. You can really dance though, but yeah, oh my god, it was so funny. So y'all, then they come back and they talk about, randomly, Fessy tweeted and then deleted that he would challenge CT to a celebrity, well, he's not a celebrity, but challenge CT to a boxing match, and that they can make like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then he said he deleted it because he realized that he was still on his season and that he couldn't respond to him, and that he called him or texted him and he doesn't know if CT saw it. CT's like, yeah. Boy, he saw your lame ass text. So Fessy texted him and was like, you know, I think we can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. This could be really big, whatever, right? I mean, I'd pay to see it. It'd be great. And Nelson was like, yeah, you texted CT. I know you just won. You're a 5-time champ and I got kicked off early. Can you please do this boxing match so I can get some clout? Basically is what Nelson got. And I was like, yeah. And get that ass beat. Get that ass rocked, okay? And CT was like, yeah, I'm not interested. I saw your text, you know. And then so Maria was like, how do you think you do? Well, first she asked Fessy, do you think you beat him? He said in a boxing match. And Fessy said, yeah, not confidently. And then so he asked CT, and CT says, I think I punch his head in. And I think we've seen that. I don't think we've seen any evidence that Fessy will actually fight anybody. I know boxing is about endurance. I think they both have that. I just feel like it's going to come down to strength, and I think CT's stronger than Fessy, but who knows? If it does happen, I'm here for it. It'd be great, but I don't really want CT to give Fessy that clout, you know what I mean? Then they talk about Tory and Devon drama, right? So not the elimination drama, the daily challenge drama, y'all. So they talk about how basically why Devon was upset with Tory. He said that he was upset because she felt like she shouldn't have targeted him in the daily challenge. He should have picked another team to go up against. Tory said that she basically was just pissed off at Amanda because Amanda stole her spot, and that she wasn't thinking about everybody else on the team. She was thinking about Amanda. And Amanda was like, yeah. And so your hatred for me took over. You didn't care about the people on your team, your friends that you claim to be your friends. Like, you didn't care about them. So, and Tory was like, do you just want to make a list? Like, just make a list. Like, Josh basically says, well, I can defend Tory because it was really because of what Amanda did that put Tory in that position in the first place. If Amanda wouldn't have done all that scheming to get on Team Emerald and to get Tory off, Tory wouldn't have been upset and then did all of that. And Amanda was like, you're still defending Tory. She's like, Tory who schemed and messed up your friend's chances and ended up sending him home. Okay, yeah, keep defending Tory. So Amanda was just like, y'all need to stop defending Tory, that y'all don't ever want to call out Tory when she does her lame stuff, like, basically. And I mean, she's not wrong. And I will say, y'all, Amanda, I feel like Amanda and Tory are on even playing fields. Like, Tory does some stuff that is shady and doesn't make any sense, but she does it with like a smile on her face and like puppy dog eyes. Amanda does stuff, I mean, she calls herself Satan's sister, so it's like you would kind of expect her to do, but she also told herself as being such a loyal, true friend. And she is, like, she doesn't snake her friends, but she does try to manipulate them into ruining their own game. Like, if Josh is your friend, why would you even try to scheme to make, because she was like, well, he didn't have to throw Tory out there. He didn't have to say that. He could have said something else. But why would you even put him in that position if that's your friend? Like, you're also scheming on your friend. And it's a bit worse because, okay, Tory could just say she's dumb and naive and didn't know any better and was in the moment. You're manipulating it. You're doing this shit on purpose. So y'all ain't that far off while you over there judging Tory. Like, yours isn't that great either. I kept thinking, I'm like, she does that a lot where she kind of puts her friends in these awkward positions. Maybe that's how they do friendship, child. They real weird on this little show, but we love it. But like, she'll put them in positions where, and then be like, I mean, you didn't have to say that, you know. Granted, they are her friend, so they should not fall for it. But I just also think that's kind of shady. Like, why are you even putting me in a position where I have to put somebody in where I have to like say no? Because then if I say no, then it's a problem between me and you. So yeah, I can see that. She's kind of a hypocrite in that way also. So then y'all, they get into the hookups that were not shown. So we know all the hookups that were shown, right? Y'all, the hookups that were not shown, they talk about apparently Josh and Ashley. Was this before or after the explosion, the alleged accusation, the alleged outing? Like, what? Y'all are so, okay. That Josh hooked up with Ashley on the bus. They kissed on the bus, child. They bring up Tory and Kels, which we kind of knew. Fessy and Bettina. When did they hook? Yeah, that wasn't shown on the show. And Fessy didn't really want to admit the thing with him and Bettina, but Amanda's like, I already knew. And so apparently, if y'all don't know, Amanda and Fessy were like really trying to make something happen, make something shake, you know, off the camera. But you know, Fessy being the dirtbag he is, we're gonna get into that and see how he ruined that and messed that up. So then they get into the Tory, Emmanuel, Amanda, Fessy mess, right? So let's talk about Tory and Emmanuel and how Emmanuel caught Tory's eye. Basically was like, you know, he's just fun. We had so much fun, and that, you know, I came to see him in Romania, and that, well, Maria says that the fans said that you saw him in Romania. She said, yeah, I had a great time. I was drinking with his grandma. He translated everything. It was a good time. We haven't seen each other since. Emmanuel says that he's coming to the States and he is going to see Tory when he gets into the States, and that she farted in a room, disgusting, and that he found that attractive because they're both weirdos and gross. Then they get to the Michelle and Emmanuel. So at this point, everyone's kind of kiki ka 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 hee ha ha ha, right? But Michelle is not laughing. Michelle is like in her feelings, which is like, I mean, just seems so weird. I just feel like she might have just been, I don't know if she was doing that because she wanted to secure her spot on next season or something, to have some type of weird, stupid drama. But girl, she was acting all, and because Maria was even like, everybody everybody's laughing, but Michelle has not laughed this entire time. So how do you feel about it? They asked Emmanuel about him telling both of them that he loves them, and he just says he loves them, not necessarily like in love, but just like he has love for them. He says that when him and Michelle were there, they did create a bond, and that when she left, he just felt like he didn't want to be there like a widower. So he was like, he's gonna try to have a good time, and that's when he linked on to Tory, right? Michelle said that she was just in a really low place, and that she kind of used him as her crutch, and that when she left, you know, like she was really hurt by it, that she was more hurt by Tory than she was by Emmanuel because of a double standard that, you know, most women do, which is stupid. And that she confronted Tory on the podcast and told Tory why she didn't, you know, come to her with it. I guess, were they cool at one point? Because I don't understand why she would come to you with that. But Tory was like, she didn't know how to approach her about it. Michelle said that she realized that she was having a double standard and that she was more mad at Tory than she was with Emmanuel. And so ever since then, that she wasn't really mad with Tory. So then Devon blurts out, which puts us into another aspect of it. And Devon says, but the bottom line is, when all else fails, when your feelings are hurt, you Fessy. And Tory's like, huh? And Amanda's like, Amanda's like, exactly, because you're over there upset with Tory, but why, when me and you were cool and you ended up hopping on his dick after? So what are you even talking about? And Michelle was like, okay, because you've been saying all this stuff about me, and I really want to talk about this. And Amanda's like, and Michelle is like, when she left the show, that her and Fessy weren't speaking, so she didn't, and that she spoke, when she spoke with Fessy, that Fessy said that there was nothing going on between him and Amanda. Amanda was like, yeah, there wasn't anything going on, like we weren't talking, like it wasn't, you know. But she said that when we talked on the phone, Fessy told Michelle that there was nothing going on, and then invited Michelle to Harry Potter land in Florida or something. And Amanda was like, well, when we were on the phone and we talked, you could have mentioned, since we were cool, even if you didn't think it was anything, you could at least mention that, hey, I'm going to Florida, or hey, this is what's going on, or something. And she could have mentioned that. Like, that is a little bit shady. Like, what? That's a little weird to still be talking to Amanda, but not mention, like, ew, yuck, you know. So Amanda's like, you're fake. Michelle is like, I've apologized to you several times in person. You wanted to bring me here to make it a thing, and that's what it is. Amanda said the reason that she doesn't accept her apology is because her story does not add up. It still seems fake. I mean, it gave fake to me. Just her even being emotional about Emmanuel was just a little bit much. It was a little weird. Like, you guys don't talk anymore. You haven't talked since you left the show. You haven't hooked up since you left the show. You hooked up with Fessy. So what are you sad about? She was, oh, please let me go. Like, I mean, maybe she was thinking about something else, but she should have kind of said that, because it just seemed like weird. What? Like, why are you crying? So y'all, then we get into the Amanda and Fessy mess. So apparently, after, I guess, the Michelle thing fizzled out, so Fessy saw Amanda at an event and, you know, begged her to kind of give him a chance, that he's actually a good guy, that he still likes her, and he wants to give it a try, y'all, right? So he invited her to his fight. She went to the fight in Dallas, y'all, and the night she left, he hooked up with a girl at a bar, child. And she saw it, and she was like, what? Like, he's embarrassing. What an embarrassment. So then he begged her, and it was like, that was messed up. I'm sorry I did that to you. Like, she'd been nothing but a sweetheart to me. And that, so she said, and then so I offered to take her to Mexico, and she said, no, that's not how it happened. What happened was, he said that he's so sorry and that he's gonna come to Denver, and she said, no, you're not coming to Denver with my life. No, you're not. And so he said, okay, fine, I have tickets to Mexico. Come to Mexico. So they went to Mexico together, and then the next weekend or something, or the next weekend, she saw pictures with him online with a girl at a bar. So she was like, what is your problem that you keep doing this? I shouldn't have to teach you how to be a good man. And that's fact, big facts. And so Maria was like, why do you keep doing this? I don't understand. And he said, because I'm an idiot. Like, because you have low self-esteem. You have low self-esteem, and you use women like flirting with you and talking to you, and you're insecure, to like boost your ego. So anytime a girl gives you attention, because you probably didn't get it when you were younger, or because you have some type of insecurity issues, it like intrigues you. Like, you just have to do something, but you have to go after, like, you have no discipline. So basically, Maria gives him an opportunity to now like look at Amanda and apologize and really express your feelings, right, y'all? Fessy obviously doesn't like expressing himself in public because he's like in middle school. So he basically is like, sorry, babe. And she's like, it's a joke. Like, he's a joke. Like, the whole thing is a joke or whatever. And she's like, no. It's like, no, for real. Y'all, then Berna. Yo, this part, because Berta, did nobody ask you for your advice? Berta go say, and it was like decent advice. She was like, I know, Amanda, that you may think that, Fessy, when he's trying to express himself, I know he may seem like a joke, but he probably doesn't, he doesn't really know how to say it right. So maybe if you give him energy, maybe if you look at him, that will help. And Amanda was like, I'm not taking relationship advice from you, first of all. Berta, about your business, girl. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this problem. Damn, Amanda. She be cracking me up though. Like, I'm not Team Amanda. I keep saying it, but that girl is funny, child. Basically, she says that, and Nelson is basically like, let your emotions down, like, let your guard down. Like, she may put up a wall, she may put up all that, but she really cared about him. It wasn't any politicking. Like, she really is hurt. That's just the game face that she puts on. She really is hurt by it. And she basically just tells him that, look, that I have a son to think about, and that whatever man is going to be in my life is going to be like a male role model to him. And so I don't need somebody that doesn't know how to control themselves and doesn't know how to be, a stand-up guy. And that if you don't want to be treated like a dog, then don't act like one. And I mean, that's facts. Like, sounds like real talk to me. So then behind the scenes, they show Fessy trying to apologize to her and talk to her. And he's like, I know, like, I can apologize to you on camera and say all of that, but I feel like it'll be more meaningful between us so you won't feel like I'm doing it on camera. She says, but you'll do everything else on camera. Yeah, you kikiing and flirting with them girls on camera. So why can't you apologize and express your feelings? You want to act like a big bad man in front of your bros. So she's like, keep doing that. You're going to end up a very lonely man. And he's not that old, but like, he's old enough to know better. Like, get it together. Y'all, then they talk about Nani and Casey having to go up against each other, and they cry and boo hoo hoo hoo. And I mean, Nani is just, it's nice to see. Love is nice, whatever. Even if it's Casey. And Nani is like combusting with love. And same with Casey, talking about how they had to go up against each other, and that she's so happy, and that she never imagined that they would be this compatible, and they'd be the yin to each other's yang, basically. And that, although they live in different places, they haven't been apart since the reunion, and that she's moving to San Diego for Casey. So, shout out to them, whatever. So then they get to randomly Tasha and Esther. So basically they asked Tasha and Esther if they had any kind of alliance going into the house, and Esther is like, no, we didn't have any alliance going into the house, even though we were on Big Brother together. Tasha says that she felt like Esther was just bluffing, like basically trying to pretend like they weren't cool, that they were so close. They really got really close during the quarantine house that they had, right? And they even got so close to the point that they were planning a trip together. But then on the first episode, that Esther said that she saw some things that Tasha did on her season of Big Brother that she didn't like. And I'm sorry, Tasha is I just feel like Tasha's just dramatic. Like, she's just so freaking extra for no reason. Cause I'm like, girl, everybody had a problem with you. You were like public enemy number one. Like, you were a mess. Do you not remember that time in your life? But Tasha was like 29. That was 2019. This is a 2021 show. Like, why are you bringing that here? What does that have to do with anything? We were close. We were cool. Like, why did you try to act like we weren't? Then Tasha gonna say, I posted her on my Instagram story and she didn't even freaking repost it. And then she tried to say hi to me in the airport 3 times. Esther said, girl, I'm cordial. That's why I said hi to you in the airport, and that you had an attitude and act like you were on the phone, and that I left it. She said, this fake friendship that you're trying to create and create a PowerPoint presentation of, I'm not interested. It's fake. I don't need any fake drama with you. So let's just move on, please. Like, then Josh was like, I thought you guys were close in the house. I didn't even think it was this. I'm like, I knew when I seen it. I figured they were forming an alliance because they're both Nigerian and they're both from their same Big Brother season. But Esther's right. They were not really friends on their season. They were not close on their season. Like, Tasha, do you not recall? I guess she thought like, okay, let's make amends and let's, create a new alliance in this house. But Mira was like, maybe they'll mend fences later. I mean, maybe, we'll see. So y'all, then they talk about Josh and Corey, and basically Josh snaking Corey and try to act like he had no control over Corey going into elimination. And they clearly show Josh is not only did he vote for Corey, but that Josh is the one that brought up Corey's name in the first place and made a case for Corey to be the one to go in. He basically, snaked him, and Josh said that, he is sorry about that he felt bad about it, that he wishes, he hopefully in the future that he can make it up to him, but that he is proud about the way he played the game, that he gave it his all, and he was loyal to as many people as he could be until the end. And that, they were like, why did you choose Logan over him? And asking Logan, like, how did y'all become so close? And And Logan basically just said because Josh spoke Spanish and he was Cuban and they could really relate, and that he expresses himself better in Spanish. That's how they got really close and like brothers, and like right off the bat, right? And and Josh was like, we drifted apart, and Corey was closer with Jeremiah, and Corey was like, okay, but Logan's a rookie too. Like, it's the same thing. Stop crying about it. Like, it's cool. It's fine. It is what it is. Like, let's just move forward, right? So then, y'all, they get to the Tory, Devon, and Emmanuel mess, right? So, y'all, they talk about how basically Tory was helping Emmanuel win against Devon. They were like, Nelson is the one that called it out, and Amanda's like, damn, that's messed up. Child, another thing added to the list, Tory. You don't look good, sis. And Tory's like, you want to just add some more? Just add some more. And Tory's like, yeah, she wished she would have just not said anything, that she didn't even want Devon to go in, but then helped Emmanuel and she should just kept her mouth shut. CT's like, I would have just kept my mouth shut and just bit my fingernail. Nelson is like, you should just kept your mouth shut and played neutral. Devon said it was a hard pill to swallow, that he felt like at that point her relationship with Emmanuel took precedence over Devon and Tory's relationship, and that, you know, that's what it was. Amanda was like, and there y'all go, y'all gonna defend her. He's like, that. She's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't trust you. Like, you're fake. Like, you're not a good friend to people. You throw your friends under the bus, and for what? Like, for what reason, right? And then Nelson is the only real one that called that out. Like, that's lame. That's fake. Like, why did she do that, right? And so Devon is like, basically, he feels like there's been no friendship that hasn't gone through some type of shady mess. And he's right. He's right. Yeah. Like, there has been no friendship in that house, in that game, that hasn't gone through a shady moment. So that just because it's them right now, they're gonna work through it and they're gonna come back better, bitches. And it was a real cool way to, like, you know, take up for his friend but still acknowledge like it was shady, you know what I mean? So I actually respect that. It was cool, and it's factual. Like, there has been no friendship in that house that hasn't gone through some type of shady situation. So he's right. He's absolutely right. Then, y'all, they get into that Amanda had tweeted that, you know, she was gonna confront this bitch or whatever, and I guess everybody thought it was Tory, but she said she was talking about Fessy, about the Dallas situation with that girl. So she said, yeah, that we already addressed it. And then they asked Tasha, because in her Instagram stories, I guess she said that she had a crush on TJ and that she liked his eyes and that he pronounced her name so well and that she just always, you know, loved TJ. And then TJ appeared on the screen, y'all, and was like, oh, thank you so much, Tasha. You're such a sweetheart. And she was like, and TJ does have great eyes. He's easy on the eyes, right? So then they asked TJ, like, who is it, what he was doing on the phone when Josh and Fessy were fighting, and he said he just didn't have time. Like, he had places to be, things to do, places to see. Like, he don't want to hear that. Then they said, who is it that he always has to yell at to get it together? And he says that he want to say Josh, but Josh has been piled on, so he's gonna let him go. And he says also Kyle don't listen, and that Devon can kind of be a dick sometimes too. They asked him, does he have any advice? And he says yes, he has some really great advice, because apparently he's working on the next challenge. So he says he has some really great advice that they all just need to be, including Nelson, just be better. So then, y'all, they have Emmy's performance, and it was cute. Like, it was a good performance. Like I told you, I actually like her music. Well, I like that song. And another song that she had I saw on her Instagram. I think the Challenge Shade Room posted it. Very like Lady Gaga-esque. I think that's her inspiration and all that. So like, it was a cute performance. Everybody changed. Some people changed the shirt. Some people wore, you know, kept their gowns on. They lifted her up. She rapped. Like, it was cool. Nelson was dancing with her and vibing with her. Like, it was cool. It was cool. It was a cute little performance. Let me know what y'all thought about it. What did y'all think about the way that it addressed it? I feel like the main hype was like the Amanda and Tory mess, back and forth, and then the Amanda and Fessy thing. And like, it was just a lot of drama. Like, it was a lot of quality drama and like really real drama. And I liked how they did like, a week before and showed them like behind the scenes. Like, it was great. It gave me what I needed to give me. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post some more challenge content and some other content on my channel as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.